Hello, it's week 7 of season 4 of the Andy Griffith Show. This week's episode title is A Black Day for Mayberry. Barney, you're back in this episode, aren't you, after a 2-week absence?
Yeah, I am. I'm in the courthouse, and I just finished making a date with Juanita for tomorrow night over the phone. And then 2 guys in fancy suits come in, and they want to talk to the sheriff. And I tell them that Andy's not here right now, that they can tell me anything, but they don't want to tell me what it's about. They just say they're going to wait on Andy. And then Ulti comes in, and he wants to talk to his pa too. And then when Andy finally comes in, the guys in suits want me to leave before they'll talk to Andy. And I say, come on, Ult, we're not appreciated around here. Call me if you need me, Andy. I'll be right outside. And then when I see the guys in suits leave, I go back in the courthouse, and Andy tells me they were from the Treasury Department, and that there's going to be a shipment of gold bricks on a truck coming through here tomorrow on its way to Fort Knox, and that it's got to be kept a secret. And I say, oh, Andy, this is big. This is going to take planning.
But Andy tells you the planning's pretty much already been done. That's why the guys were here, to tell you why they were here, to tell you the plan. The truck's going to come through at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. They're going to stop for gas and for supper at the diner, and you and Andy are in charge of the truck's safety while they're on supper break.
So I call Juanita to cancel our date for tomorrow, and she wants to know why. And I say I can't tell her that she tushes me, so I say it's a truck. And then I say it's worth $7 million. And then I let the word gold slip, and I say cold, cold. I did not say gold, I said cold. Ignore what I said about gold, Juanita. Did you get that? I did not say gold.
And then you go around town to make a security check to see if there are any dangers for tomorrow's truck arrival. And you start with the hotel. And Asa, the desk clerk, wants to know what time the $7 million gold shipment is coming through.
Yeah, he says it's all over town. So I call him the blabbermouth, and I run out. And then everybody in town asked me the same thing on the sidewalk as I walk back to the courthouse. And I yell at some kids, there ain't no gold. Now get out of here, so don't believe everything you hear. And I don't want you hanging around tomorrow when that truck comes through neither. And then Andy finds out that the news leaked out, and he looks at me real mad, and I say, well, who can you trust these days? Andy, this ain't good. This thing's gotten out of control. You better call it off. And he says, we can't call it off.
And the next day, everyone in town is all excited, and they're in the middle of town at 4:30 waiting on the gold truck. Some guy's selling hot dogs saying, get your hot dogs for the truck's arrival. And Gomer's been deputized for crowd control.
And the truck shows up. Folks have made a welcome truck dinner, and Andy asked them all to go on home. And then the truck goes to the filling station. And Andy says that I got to be locked up in the truck to guard the gold while the guard is eating supper. And once I get in, Gomer starts putting gas in the hole for the door, in the door for the gun. And I yell, hey, Gomer, cut that out. And in the truck, I can't resist looking at the gold, but I see that it's just gold boxes with sand in them. And I yell, help, help, let me out of here. We've been hijacked.
And you keep yelling when the driver and the guard open the door when they finish supper, and they won't let you out. And they close the door again and say they'll let you out of the next town. And they leave.
And Gomer and Andy give chase in the squad car after Gomer tells Andy that he heard me yell, help. And Andy cuts them off and makes them stop and let me out. And goes and talks to them, and then I see them pull away. And I yell, the gold's gone. We've been hijacked. Andy, you're letting them get away. What are you doing? There's just sand in that truck. And Andy tells me that the truck was only a decoy. And I say, you mean there never was any gold in that truck? And he says, no, the real truck went by a different route. And the next day I say, it really thrusts me. The fact that they didn't tell us it was a decoy. They didn't trust us. And Andy tells me that the real truck went through Raleigh.
And then you let that slip to Juanita on the phone too. And Andy yells at you. See you next week for episode 8 of season 4.